In any case, she is really one of the true fighters for Judea and Samaria. Without further ado, Minister of Justice, Ayelet Shaked.
Thank you very much, honored guests. Good afternoon to you all. I am pleased to be with you at this exciting event and meet here dear friends and partners. First of all, on behalf of the government of Israel and of the state of Israel that I am honored to represent here, I would like to personally thank all the rabbis, the doctors, business people, and friends who are here with us today. I would like to thank each and every one of you whose dedicated activity for the sake of the state of Israel is example for all of us. Deserving a special thanks, our Ambassador John Bolton, of course, Mr. Ken Abramovich, Dr. Joe Frager, of course, Dr. Paul Brody and your lovely daughters and your wife, Odelia Jacobs, our dear friend, and all of the many partners responsible for this event and for many other enterprises and projects designed to strengthen the state of Israel and strengthen the cordial relations between Israel and the United States, relations that are unbreakable and unshakable, even if disputes arise from time to time. Your activities all through those years, and this event in particular, demonstrate your profound commitment to Israel and its residents, and for this, the entire country shakes your hand in gratitude and with great appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, I have come here in order to speak, among other things, about the importance of an undivided and unified Jerusalem. And I will open with a quote from an Israeli leader who actually expressed this commitment for all past Israeli governments. Jerusalem is the apple of the Jewish people's eye, said this leader. It is true that we have arguments about the means and the end, but in Israel we have no arguments on one subject. Jerusalem was and shall forever be the capital of the state of Israel and the Israeli sovereignty. Jerusalem is not a matter for negotiation. There are no two Jerusalems, there is only one Jerusalem. Words that clarify and emphasize the right of the Jewish people to its internal capital were spoken by no other than the late Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin. May his memory be for a blessing. Rabin's words were part of a festive speech at the Knesset in October 1994 with the plenary guest of honor, the then President of the United States, Bill Clinton, sitting next to him. If Rabin had uttered such words in a familiar spirit today, his words would certainly have been received with fury by the anti-Semitic boycott movement and probably also among Israeli left camp which he headed. The present reality requires us to look at it realistically, avoid repeating past error, and emphasize in the clearest manner that everybody here in the audience will agree upon. There are no two Jerusalem. There is only one Jerusalem. was and shall forever and ever remain the eternal capital of the Jewish people. Ladies and gentlemen, last Sunday, the whole world stood together in memory of the victims of the September 11 attacks. 15 years have passed, but the war of the free world against radical Islamic terrorism is still far from over. A direct line connects the terrorists who planned and perpetrated the September 11 attacks and the terrorists who this year attacked innocent in Orlando and in Jerusalem, in Paris, in Tel Aviv, in Istanbul, in Brussels, and in Kiryat Arba. The hate is the same blazing hate. The aim is the same aim, to harm whoever thinks, dreams, or prays differently from them. On this day, we are standing here side by side, Israelis and Americans alike, unite behind our love for Israel, our love of Jerusalem, and our love of Judea and Samaria. All of us together are clearly stating, terrorism will not win. We will not let it turn us from our path, nor determine our fate. No terror attack, no murder's knife will erode the iron will of the people of Israel and prevent our beacon from shining their lights. It is true that Israel is a villa in a jungle, but as we know, this villa as well is required and recruit its best people to act fearlessly in order to guard their gates and ensure their security. Fearlessly is the most precise term to describe the heroism of Daphne Meir, may God avenge her blood, who was murdered this year at her home in Othniel by a Palestinian scrambler. Daphne was a wife, daughter, and beloved mother of 6 children. In my various positions as a member of the cabinet and as a Minister of Justice of the State of Israel, I am accompanied by the moving words of Natan Meir, husband of the late Daphne, over her fresh grave. And this is how Nathan eulogized his beloved wife. I am asking whoever comes here to take it upon himself to spread some of the light that has been poured so that the truth will flourish from Israel. Take a drop of truth with you. This will be the fitting memorial for our Daphne. When we in Israel are working every day in order to carry out Natan's request and spread the light that has been poured, to preserve Daphne's light and the light of all the victims whose life song was cut short in the years-long battle against terrorist organizations. In the name of this commitment, we are continuing to develop and settle all parts of Israel. We are continuing to build a culture and strong society worthy of the victims and which will give new life in their image. On behalf of our loved ones who are no longer with us, we are continuing to stand determined and strong against the cruel terrorism which stops at nothing in order to spread ruin and destruction. This is a struggle between a people with a lust for life and the agents of terrorism and death. A struggle between light and darkness. This is a long, difficult, and frequently also painful struggle, but allow me to promise you, in the continuing struggle for the right to be a free people in our land, the light wins. Day after day, the light overcomes the darkness. There is no clear proof of this victory than a wonderful growth of Judea and Samaria, which I am proud to tell you has recently reached 425,000 residents. My friend Ketzler, who is sitting here, just count them every month and updating me. The response comes in the form of another new kindergarten that is open, another school, another bar mitzvah celebration, and another settlement that we raise in Judea and Samaria. And to all those who dare to ask what are Jews doing in places such as south of Mount Hebron, we shall reply clearly. The range of Judea and Samaria are not foreign territory, but the land of our forefathers, the cradle of our Jewish culture, and a prime strategic asset. Honored guests, the struggle against all kinds and new forms of terrorism is one of the core subjects that occupy me as a Minister of Justice. I am focusing, on one hand, on expanding the area of legitimacy for the IDF and of the security forces in their fight against terrorism. And on the other hand, on negating the legitimacy of domestic and foreign parties who are working to demonize and slander Israel. Those active in the boycott movement, modern anti-Semitic, discussed as fighters for freedom and justice, disseminate blunt lies, actual blood labels, with the aim of presenting Israel as a demon and endangering world security. We must take things as they are. The various boycott movements have no interest in promoting human rights, nor in improving the condition of the Palestinians. Their sole wishes is to wipe the Jewish state off the face of the earth. When I first took office, I directed the staff in my international department at the Ministry of Justice to formulate action plans against the boycott generators, and we should continue to formulate additional ways of getting this message across. We are protecting our right to defend ourselves at any price, but we shall not remain solely on the defensive. Any party considering boycotting Israel must know whoever boycotts us shall be boycotted in return. Whoever attacks should be attacked. An excellent expression of this approach may be found in the strong response of the late Prime Minister Menachem Begin, of blessed memory, to the former German Chancellor Helmut Schmidt, who in 1981 accused Israel of lack of morality since it refused to establish a Palestinian state. And this Begin said, "I have been entrusted by the people of Israel to ensure their security, and this is my duty." And he, the German Chancellor, advises me to abandon our security? I have come from the fighting underground, and I am not afraid of anyone. So when the Chancellor said such thing, I should not reply to him. He will tell us to establish a Palestinian state. In other words, place millions of Jews in a danger of death and extinction once again. I notified him that this would not happen. And now, Rabbi, you stole my quote. And if there are those who have begun to winkle their noses, then let them have a winkled nose. words. In Israel we have a saying which illustrates our profound commitment to protect our beloved country. The entire country is a front and the entire nation is an army. In the long and complex journey for ensuring the security of the people of Israel in their own land, we regard you as loyal friends and important partners in this journey. You are helping us to refute the blood labor, the falsifications and blunt lies of the activists of the boycott movement. You represent us as true ambassadors of our struggle for our dreams and hope. And together with you at our side, we know that we will also win in this long struggle. I wish to once again thank each and every one of you for this wonderful partnership and finish with words from the book of Psalm. יברך השם את ציון, וראה בטוב ירושלים כל ימי חייך, וראה בנים לבניך, שלום על ישראל.